All right, so today is March 23rd, 2020. I'm here again at the lookout here in La Crosse, Mississippi, across La Crosse, the town, Black River, Wisconsin River, or actually La Crosse River, Black River, and Mississippi River. So here in La Crosse, Wisconsin, March 23rd, 2020. And one of the things I want to talk about here as I'm closing out these introductory videos before I start showing some of the videos of me in China, Beijing, China, Hong Kong, and also in Shenzhen, mostly in Beijing. But one of the things I want people to understand, and I've talked a little about this, is that this communist regime is extremely dangerous, extremely evil. And one of the ways that you can know that for certain, more recently, is the Beijing massacre, 1989, And we all call it, the people that really know what happened from April 25th until June 3rd and even beyond June 3rd, June 4th, was that the communist regime massacred people, ran them over with tanks, slaughtered them, shot people in the face with rifles, just horrible stuff. So the people like me that know and have lived through that massacre know the evils of the Communist Party. So setting that aside, but that's a historical fact that you have to know, is that oh, look at that beautiful eagle down there. No, it's okay. It's okay. So it's a beautiful eagle soaring, over the city of La Crosse. Beautiful. And it's just picturesque here in La Crosse, but it's always nice to see a bald eagle and just think of freedom here. And that's really what I'm talking about, is that communism takes away all your freedoms, and it's a complete satanic system of bondage. And here's what I want to say before I close this video out, and maybe I'll make a few more videos before I start showing the ones in China, but there's so much going on every day. Misinformation, disinformation, misinformation. That's the Communist Party propaganda machine. But one of the things that Americans need to think of, and even the world for that matter, is, everyone is familiar with the $1.5 billion private equity deal that Hunter Biden and Joe Biden worked out there in Beijing. Well, the trillion-dollar question, we're talking about trillions all the time now, recently, the trillion-dollar question is, what did China get out of this? Nobody asked those questions. And that's the trillion-dollar question. What did China get out of this? Remember, we're talking about the Vice President of the United States using the American system to work out a deal, a business deal for his son. But why would the communist Red Chinese give them that kind of money unless they got something very special? Now, of course, I can throw all kinds of scenarios. I'm not into conspiracy, but we know for a fact that the Communist Party of China had to benefit somehow from that deal, right? Come on. It's another example of the dragon in the room. Everybody, I hate saying everybody, that's an extreme, but it just seems like to me that everybody misses the dragon in the room. Now, I brought up a name, and I want you to think about this name, because hopefully you're going to be hearing about him. His name is Guo Wengui. Guo Wengui. Okay, Guo is the first tone. Wen is the second tone. Gui is the fourth tone. So that's how you say his name in Chinese. But this guy's sharp. And if for no other reason, it's because, he's from China, he knows the system, and he's got guts to talk about it. And he's a very successful real estate individual there in China, and of course now he's living in New York. I don't know him personally, but I do believe a lot of the things that he said. Just for example, in 2017, he warned America of a weapon of this sort to be used against America. So this guy's, very smart. And I think of myself, not because, Ray Wigdall's smart, but there's a lot to be said of living in Beijing, China for 35 years, speaking the language. And here's another thing that people need to understand, is that as a Christian, God has miraculously protected me and the people I've led to Christ there in China, Chinese people, is that we've gotten a lot done. We're total infiltrators in the situation with Beijing, China, and the gospel going into China. So, by the grace of God, we've been very successful. So with that, I'm going to just sign off here, but thank you again for the opportunity for me to give introduction to a couple of young guys over there just screaming and yelling to disrupt the video, but that's all right. Welcome to the young people of America, So anyway, thank you.